This story happened in Chicago, USA in 2021. A college student named Ryan had just moved into an old apartment building near downtown. The building looked normal from the outside, but inside, the hallways always felt strangely quiet.
Everything looked
Ryan
normal
rented
until the
apartment
third night.
308 on the
Daniel
third
was studying
floor.
late at
The
night.
landlord told
Around
him something
2:17
strange
a.m.,
on the first
he suddenly
day.
heard someone
Whatever
whisper
you do,
from the hallway.
don't knock on apartment
Daniel,
309.
open the door. He froze.
Ryan laughed.
He lived alone.
He thought the old man was just joking. For the first 2 nights, everything was normal. But on the third night, something happened. At exactly 2:13 a.m., Ryan woke up suddenly. He heard someone whisper from the hallway, "Ryan, open the door." Ryan's heart started beating fast. He had never told anyone his name in the building. Slowly, he walked to the door and looked through the peephole. The hallway was empty, but then he heard another whisper, "Ryan, I'm inside 309. Ryan looked at the door next to his apartment. Apartment 309. The door looked old and dusty, like nobody had opened it in years. The next morning, Ryan asked the landlord about it. The landlord's face suddenly turned pale. He said quietly, 309 has been locked for 15 years. Ryan felt cold. Then, who was talking last night? The landlord didn't answer. That night Ryan decided to record the hallway with his phone. He placed his phone outside the door and went to sleep. Again, at 2:13 a.m. the whisper came. "Ryan, open 309. Ryan stayed in bed, pretending to sleep. But the whisper became louder. "Ryan, open the door." Suddenly, bang! The door of apartment 309 shook violently. Ryan ran to the hallway. But when he looked, the door slowly opened by itself. Inside the room it was completely dark. His phone was still recording. Ryan picked up the phone and pointed the flashlight inside. Dust everywhere, broken furniture, and something strange on the wall. Words scratched into the paint. "Don't let it out." Suddenly
This
the
story
phone
happened
screen
in New York
glitched.
City in
On the
2019.
recording, Ryan
A college
saw
student
something
named
behind
Daniel
him.
moved into a
A
cheap
tall
apartment
dark
building.
shadow standing in the
Everything looked
hallway.
normal
But when he
until the
turned
third night.
around,
Daniel
nothing
was
was
studying
there.
late at
Then the
night.
whisper came
Around
again,
2:17
right
a.m.,
behind his
he
ear.
suddenly heard
"Thank
someone
you
whisper
for
from the
opening the
hallway.
door." The lights in the
Daniel,
hallway
open
shut
the door.
off. Ryan
He
ran
froze.
back
He
into
lived
his
alone.
apartment
This
and
story
locked the
happened
door.
in New York
The
City in
next morning,
2019.
the landlord
A
and
college
police
student
opened
named Daniel
apartment
moved into a cheap
309.
apartment building.
But inside,
Everything
the
looked
room was
normal
completely
until the third
empty.
night.
No
Daniel was
furniture,
studying
no
late at
writing
night.
on the wall,
Around
no dust.
2:17
It
a.m.,
looked like
he suddenly
nobody
heard
had been
someone
there,
whisper from
ever.
the hallway.
Ryan checked the recording
Daniel,
on his
open
phone
the
again.
door.
At
He froze.
2:13
He
a.m.,
lived
the
alone,
camera
and
showed
nobody in the
something
building even
terrifying.
knew his name.
Ryan opening the door
He
of
slowly walked to the door
309,
and looked through
but
the
standing
peephole.
inside
But
the
the
room
hallway
was
was
another
completely
Ryan,
empty.
smiling,
The next
and
night,
the real
the same
Ryan
thing
was
happened.
slowly walking
Daniel,
into the
I know
darkness.
you're inside.
Ryan moved
This
out of
time
the
the voice
apartment
sounded
the same
closer,
day.
almost
But
like it was right
sometimes,
behind the
at
door.
2:13 a.m.,
His heart started
people in
beating
that
fast.
building still
He
hear
opened the
someone
door
whispering
quickly,
in the
but
hallway.
again,
Open
no
the
one was
door,
there.
and
But
now,
then he
they
noticed
hear 2
something
voices.
strange.